Hello. My name is Asherah. Welcome to my channel where I'm looking into DID, dissociative identity disorder / psychosis versus conscious expansion. Today is Tuesday the 14th of July 2026 and it is 16:51 and I've not long got back. And I thought, you know what, I've been thinking to do a video all week because I haven't really been recording because I've been so busy. I've been working on some stuff. I've been doing some stuff that I've never done before. And it's been blowing my mind. And it's also been pushing me through some fears of stepping out in front of my little adventure that the Almighty's got me going on. The Almighty's had me on a few serious missions. And some of them have come to an end, like court. You know, I was in court for 5 years. That was a serious mission because I wasn't allowed. Not that I wasn't allowed, but the Almighty was just like, listen, you have to stand in your sovereignty, you know. So that means you can't go to court and say, I want a lawyer or a barrister, because that means you're acting as a child, innit? As an immature person, not a mature person. You're acting as an infant that needs guardianship. And the minute you put guardianship in their hand, they got you like a bitch, man. So to drop some straw man fucking laws on them, drop some judgments, dishonors, and fucking all kinds of fucking blue paperwork and all kinds of shit. I was like, Almighty, what have you got me doing? Lost in the sauce. I was lost in the sauce, blood. But I got through it. We got through it. The Almighty got us through it. Spirit was writing the court documents, blood. I can't even tell you half the stuff that was in the paperwork. I just know that, it's like, say, I embodied the energy of Hamilton. You know, right? Why do you write like you're running out of time? I put it down with the pen, you know. But Spirit just reminded me that in 2022, going into 2023, so the December going into January of that year, Spirit had me writing for about 11 days. Sometimes not sleeping between the day and the nights, just writing through, watching the sun come up, watching it go down, still writing. I went through 16 ballpoint pens just to put it into perspective of how much I actually wrote. It's in words, in numbers, in scribes, scribbles, you fucking name it, man, the works. It's crazy. Started off with a love letter to fuck nigga 5. No, fuck nigga 4. A 10-page letter with that nigga. Oh my God, listen. Spirit just says to me to go into it. So I'm going to go into it a little bit because I recognize that in a lot of my videos I talk about these warlocks that have come in. We're talking about some like high-level masons that the Almighty tells me, you know, probably a year and a half before they actually come in, I either get a dream or a download or something to tell me, yeah. So I know what they look like, and I've spoke to them in the astral plane and whatever. So when they come in, there's no surprises. I know that it's a mission, whatever. Let's go. So it's not like, it is a random thing, to be fair, because on an earthly level, who are these niggas? But on a spiritual level, I know these niggas. I know these niggas better than these niggas know themselves. That's how well I know these niggas. Do you know what I mean? So because I tap into them on that level, I feel safe to go down the shadows with them. I know it's a warlock and I know it's a demon. And I know it is what it is, but I don't feel scared. I feel quite intrigued, actually. You know, I feel like Little Red Riding Hood. Naive, but not really naive. My mum used to say to me when I was younger, you know, used to say, Asherah, sometimes you have to play a fool to catch wise. And I was like, what kind of bullshit's that? If you know that somebody's acting like a dickhead and you know that somebody's going to do you something, or you had a dream and you dream, because my mum's a dreamer, and you saw it, why are you going to fuck with that person? Just cut them off. Like, I don't understand. Snip, snip. And my mum's like, no, it don't work like that. You allow the person to play out whatever they're there to play out. And I was like, what? I'm just getting hurt. What's the point of that? So we never saw eye to eye on that. You know what I mean? And she was like, sometimes you have to play fool to catch wise. And I was like, but you're already wise because you already know what they're up to. Why do you have to catch them doing what you already know they're gonna do? Make that make sense? I never got it. Do I get it now? Well, yeah, because I've been playing fool my whole life. Because I be seeing shit and just not saying shit. So it looks like I don't know shit. But it's not that I don't know shit. I just wasn't told to say shit. So I don't say shit. Do you get what I'm saying? I just don't say shit. But just because I don't say shit don't mean I don't know shit. You know, wouldn't it be better for you to ask me what I know than to make the assumption that you think you know that I don't know? Because that's the shit that's got these motherfuckers fucked up. And you know what the joke is? When I was submitting documents into court, fuck nigga 5 set me up with this woman. Because I'm trying to get into all these little stories in it, but anyway, fuck nigga 5. And when I say fuck nigga, we're talking about again another divine, but on the opposite side of the team. He's a divine being, you know. He's supposed to be in the astral realm, supposed to be in the celestial realm with royalty and everything. But for some reason, the niggas got caught up in the physical plane, running around with demons that are promising him shit that he never gonna see because they don't rate my man. They don't rate my man. I'm listening. I'm tapped in telepathically to their conversations, and because they've tapped into this conversation and I'm already on my man's network. I'm now on their network. So when he disconnects the actual mobile phone, I'm still on their man's network. So I'm listening to the next phone call that they have. With the next man talking about this man lying down next to me. And I'm like, nah, man. You sure these mans are your mans? Yo, these mans are my mans, man. These mans are my mans. I run things still. I said, yo, are you sure? Are you sure you want things? Like, yeah, this is my thing still. Well, how comes Africa's talking to Pakistan and Pakistan's talking to England? He's like, what? Them men don't know each other. I said, well, if they don't know each other, how come they're talking to each other then? It's like, what you on about? I said, well, I don't know. I just heard. I just heard. Because that's what it was. I heard. I heard. I heard a man mention certain things that my man's already had a drop. And money's being spent. And it's only you that don't know. But I don't know. I just heard. I just heard. So anyway, one day, spirits on one man, they've got me levitating, blood. So we're walking around the corner to a pub, round because we're at mine, and I'm in a good area. My ex-husband said, she's in the most prestige area, that's where the Almighty put me. But I had to work for it still. You know what I mean? It didn't come easy. But anyway, that's a story for another day. So anyway, we're walking up to this pub now, because it's not far, it's just around the corner. And I feel like I'm levitating off the ground, and I'm saying to him, yo, what's going on really? Because my energy is going on with things. I feel like wings are about to pop out my back. What is this that we're gonna go? What's this? Who is it that you're gonna go and meet now? Oh, just one guy is gonna come and drop off some money for me and and then we're gonna get off. It's not no long thing. You know what I mean? Like a 2-minute thing. So I'm like, okay. So I'm feeling my body. So I'm just like, alright then. Said it's not a long thing, said it's a quick thing. So we'll see. So we get up there and we sit outside on the tables and chairs, and I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blackbirds. And I'm like, nah, fuck this shit. You got my body going on nuts. My nervous system is chatting. My nervous system is downloaded. My nervous system is like however many steps way down the line. You get what I'm trying to say? Like my nervous system is tapped in with source. So my nervous system is on point. You know what I mean? So I'm on alert, but I'm waiting for downloads to come in because there's other things that I need to take into consideration. My man's energy's changed. I can feel the person energy that's on their way. That's a dark mason. I can already feel that. You get what I'm trying to say? The birds are going on in the trees. Oya's blowing in the wind a particular way. I'm sitting down and I've got a big coat on and my hood is over my head because I don't want this nigga to see my face. I don't know who it is, but I can already feel the energies. Anyway, we're sitting down there for a minute still. And then I feel the car coming and he's gone, oh, my man's here now. So I've looked and somehow my eyes and his eyes had made two. What? you know it. So I switch up quick time. You get what I'm trying to say? Because that's not from I've locked eyes with you like that. I've seen into you. But you've also seen into me. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Because I saw the switch. Yeah, I'm saying. I saw the switch. But remember, I'm hiding down in my big coat, cranked off. So anyway, my man's jumped down the steps and my man's parked up. So anyway, my man's gone over and spoke to him through the window. And then he's walked back by himself. So I'm like, yo, what's going on? So he's gone, oh, my man's decided to stop and have a drink. So like, yeah, right. To get what I'm trying to say? So I've got up from where I'm sitting because we're outside. And I've gone inside the pub. And it's a pub I know very well, innit? I've been going there for over 10 years. And it's a big pub too. So I've gone and cranked off in one of the corners that only if you really know the place you'd know that, because it's really quirky. Like the layout is quirky. Like all the rooms are weird sizes and there's cow skin and it's just quirky. It's a really quirky place. But where I'm sitting, I can see them guys outside through the window, but they can't see me. So I'm watching the physical energy and everything go on between them. So anyway, my man's done his thing coming. When he's coming, I'm already at the bar. So he's dropped some money. He's dropped £60 down on the bar. And said, get what you want. So I've ordered our food and some wine. Gone and sat down and cranked off at the back there. So he started talking about whatever him and my mum were outside talking about. So I've gone, oh yeah. He's gone, yeah, where's here? And I said, but I don't get it, man. Like, are you a genius? Like, I'm looking at the plan and I'm thinking to myself, this guy is on some fucking next level shit because I'm looking down at the board game, what you man are playing, and every single fucking exit is covered by a man. So where's your get out plan? So how can you get out of this situation unless you're Houdini? So please explain to me because I swear that you're blowing my fucking mind right now. Because I'm thinking to myself, yo, my man's obviously got a fucking plan. But his plan's so fucking sick. Not even I can fucking see it. And I know I've got a next mind. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, I'm in Christ consciousness. Every eye is my eye. So if I can see in every eye and I can't see your exit, where the fuck's your exit? Are you levitating at? What are you? What? Are you coming in as a hologram? Like, he could have a plan. So I says to him, what's your plan? So he's gone, what are you talking about? I'm saying this. You got my man in Africa there. You got my man in India there. You're here. My man upside is there. That guy there. The one in the middle of the mix. Who's acting like he don't know their man over there. He's just chatting to you. So imagine the money's running from a bank to this man. To this man who's sitting next to me who don't we fucking know what's going on. Yeah. Yeah. To then these mans here in all these other countries, but because he's the main man in the middle, as in money leaving one place to branch off, he thinks that he's got the city on lock, innit? Because he's the middleman. But the way I'm looking at it is that you ain't getting out alive. Like, if you're sitting here and what I'm saying to you is news to you, then it's better I just shut my fucking mouth. Do you get what I'm trying to say? It's best that I just shut my fucking mouth. So he's going, nah, talk up. I said, but you're saying to me, we're at a table. I'm asking you, I'll go on here because differently here. He's already made promises to them mans over there. He's already promised them a cut of the money, blood. That money's not coming your way. So how are you getting that? He said, I've got a set up with his baby mother, for the money to drop, whatever. Yeah, but she's already sleeping with my man, and they've already got. My man's looking at me. When a man looks at you, and I know he knows that. I know that thought had already crossed his mind. Because when I said it to him, I saw through him, and I clocked every single nerve ending, every small movement, every muscle, every cellular level. I saw him on a mental shift. I felt his energy shift. That was new news, but that weren't new news. Because you remember there are multiple universes. So if I'm seeing it, I'm seeing something that's already played out on one of those multi-realities. Them two are already linking. And my man's already got the money, because when my man showed me him, the man, on his phone, on his WhatsApp, the man's sitting on a table. Listen, you know the energy coming off the food, because I read energy. I'm reading the energy coming off the plate from the food on the table. And I can see that's high quality salmon. My senses are torn up, blood. I don't eat buffet food. Do you know what I mean? Like, if something's good, my senses will stand up. You know what I mean? Like, and if something isn't good and I'm not to eat it because people are fucking about with my Uber order, then it don't get eaten. That's why they're wondering, how come she's still alive? Because I got a built-in food poisoning detector. And even when I am food poisoned, I've got an inbuilt immune system that absorbs the energy and transmutes the poison. I went to Peru this year and I got bitten. I went walking through the Amazon jungle, as you do. And I got bit by a poisonous tick. And the joke is, the girl that I was with, 5 hours before, got took to hospital because when she was in the jungle with me, she got bit by a poisonous spider. Her spider was a killer spider. She needed antibiotics straight away. My tick was a poisonous fucking tick. By the time I got there, I was having fucking paralysis on my side. And they wouldn't see me until I paid my money. It's a good job. The whole way there, when I was feeling like one side of my body going numb, and I was like ancestors differently, and my ancestors were like, don't worry. Because I sat down there for 4 hours with this tick fucking bite, but because I was on a drug, like a plant-based medicine drug called St. Pedro, like my pain threshold was obviously a lot higher because I was on high alert because of the drugs. And my man, who's like owns the healing complex, the ayahuasca retreat, was like, it's probably just a mosquito or a red ant. You know what I mean? Give it 2 hours, and if you still feel whatever, then we're looking into it. So because I was kind of flip-flopping between, is it really that bad? No, it is that bad. Like, it was going like sharp and then it was going away. And because I was in the communal room with everybody chit-chatting till like 11:30 at night, I was like, you know what, whatever. So by the time I got to my room, going up to 12, and it's pitch black in the Amazon jungle and there's no lights, like all the fucking generators go off. So you've got your mobile phone and your torch making your way through the snake pits and everything else, kirkling, juckling, cockling in the jungle. And then when you get to your room, there's no light. And there's no running water. You just got little buckets with water, and then you don't flush the toilet with water. You just add this hay straw thing into it. I swear that lovely, man. It's in my element, man. Roughed it out, and it was no problem at all because I'm a yard girl. I was in Africa last year, fucking washing in buckets and in the jungle. There weren't even no fucking running water to flush the toilet. And then I'm in 5-star places too. Wherever spirit wants me to go, in it. Wherever spirit wants me to go, I don't mind. You know what I mean? I like I like going into the natural environments of places that are authentic, and I like bougie places too. But anyway, coming back to the point, he did not have a clue what was going on. And by the time we came out of that pub and was walking to the train station to put my man back on a train to get to his yard, the downloads I was getting, I wasn't even prepared to even share them with him. I said, let's allow this conversation right about now, because I don't want certain things to come out my mouth, and then because they've come out my mouth, it's happened that way. You understand me? So sometimes it's better just to not say nothing, and whatever will be, because everybody has will, and anybody's faith can change at any time, because it's just about your decision. Your faith is just determined by your choices, and at any point you can make a good choice and have a different outcome. You know what I mean? So you can't be too quick to jump and tell people what you see, especially when people aren't mature to handle the truth. You know, people need to be able to hold truth, and you have to check with them first. I've learnt my lesson so many times. When spirit's telling me, tell them, don't get on the train, don't get on the plane. It's like, spirit, please don't do this to me. I do not want to tell this woman that she's not to get on a plane that she's booked from how long. The woman's sitting there so excited about this adventure she's going. I was like, listen, sometimes it's good, and sometimes it's not good when you kind of tap into certain things, but whatever. My man did not have a clue. Yeah? He did not have a clue. So when he fucked me over, which is what he was always destined to do, it was a heartbreak. And then within the same hour, it was a rebirth. Simple things. I knew that I had accepted that I was going to come into this thing, fall in love, and then have my heart broken, because that was the terms and conditions. To go through that emotional transformation of the feeling of having one's heart broken and being broken into, and then being rebirthed again. You know what I mean? But you have to go through the experience wholeheartedly in order to maximize on it, because if you fake the healing, it's not really healing, is it? But anyway, he went off and did his thing, and before he did his thing, I already got the download that he'd fucked the girl, or he's gonna fuck the girl. I think I seen it before he did it, but when he did it, I already knew it done it. So when he phoned me, I asked him straight, oh, I don't have to answer that. I said, you dickhead. I said, don't you know by not answering, that is an answer. I said, I thought you said this is a big man thing. And you've had about 20 gal on the go, but you've always made them know what I go on. So don't you owe me the same respect, because that weren't what this was. You know what I mean? So talk up. You don't need to be a little boy about it. So I went and got my pen and notepad. I told him to wait there, because I record everything. Every conversation I have with these fuck niggas, I write it down, or I take a picture or something. Like, this ain't no bullshit, This has been a science experiment, because I already know what's going on. I've already lived it multiple lifetimes. So I've already seen the multiple ways it plays out. So now I'm just looking at it like an observer, just taking the notes in the 3D to see so I can leave little breadcrumbs and whatever else is going on. Anyway. So yeah, so I told him, you fucked her. But the joke is, he's fucked her, but he don't know who she is. But I do know who she is. She's a karmic. She's been following for lifetimes. Every time he has been locked out of heaven, it's because of this gal here. And he done it again. And he says to me on the phone, I just feel like I have to go towards my happiness. I said, you have to go towards your happiness? He said, yeah. I said, then you know what, baby boy? I wish you nothing more than your happiness. Real talk, blood. I wish you nothing. If you say you're going towards your happiness wholeheartedly you feel like you're going towards your happiness, then yo, kudos. But let me tell you this, yeah. You see how you're making this decision right now? I'm asking you a question. Are you man enough to deal with the consequences that come with this decision today? He said, yeah. I said, 10 toes down. He said, yeah. I said, well, say less then, blood. Run off with your happiness, blood. Run off with your happiness, man. I wish you all the best. One heart. Seriously. 100% nothing but fucking love. You know what I'm saying? If that's what he wholeheartedly believes, then that's what it is. Say less. I don't need to say nothing about it. What the fuck for? I'm not here trying to convince you out of your own demise. You went towards your own demise. What the fuck? That Captain Saverhole, that such girl bitch, she died long time ago. He's the one who helped me kill her. He wrote it down on a piece of paper and draw such girl and waste man, such man. I was like, fuck that. These niggas coming to show you your fucking karmic self, yeah? And such girl was a karmic blood, and I was such girl. Fuck that blood, and I was pick me bitch too, yeah? Nah, man. The difference is that I weren't afraid to see myself. I welcomed my shadow side because I'd already integrated a long time ago. How you mean? Took some work though, because we had it bound and gagged for over 20 years while we were married. Had her caged up, blood. She's too wild. But she's not. She's only wild because she was caged. Now she's out. She's so divinely powerful. She's amazing. And anyway, cut a long story short, shall we? These guys come in to show you, and these girls come in to show you different elements of yourself. And it's not for you to get caught up in the source. It's for you to observe the situation and learn from it and start to take notes. Oh my God. Fucking nigga smell like curry goat blood. That's the fucking narcissist. Fuck shit, man. That blood clot Jezebel smelled like fucking curry chicken. Now you start to pick up these senses. Now you start to write notes, yo. When a man looked like that and he looked left and he looked right, or he couldn't look me in my eyes, or his eyes was flashing, yo, I know that was an NPC. I know that was an NPC. There was something in his eyes that just 100% confirmed that's not human. Fuck that shit. Strike number one. Who are these fucking mans in black? I'm walking on road every minute. I'm seeing people dressed in fucking black, even when it's fucking hot and sunny. We fucking men in black. Who the fuck are these men in fucking black? You know how many of these fucking men in black I've called out? What the fuck are you following me for? And where the fuck did you just jump out from? Because I make sure to put myself in places where it's just fucking me, one. Because I tell you something, for some reason when I'm around and I go into these little tiny little places or crevice little places, it starts to get awfully busy all of a sudden. I can be in a restaurant. I'll go in there because there's nobody in there. Me fucking one in the restaurant. And as soon as my food gets dropped down on my starter, all of a sudden the place start get busy and pack out. Make it make sense. I'm in a hotel. Nobody in the restaurant. It's fucking 10 o'clock at night. I'm on the phone to my daughter. I'm saying, look at that, Bob. Just sat down, I told you, and look at that now. The place is getting rammed. And that time restaurant closes in what time? Where was everybody prior? It's like magic. Yeah? These people just appear. It is like the Truman Show for fucking Truman. Every time I come out my house, you guarantee the neighbour all but one is either pulling up or pulling out, pulling up or pulling out. What? Nah, not every time. Not every time. 1 or 2 times, yeah, but not every time. One time I pulled the door just to pop my head out to see it, and the fucker was there. I had to pop my head back in, slam my front fucking door, and I wait 10 minutes. I was like, this is ridiculous. I'm having to literally wait behind my own front door in order to be able to step out my front door when it's just me one. Make it make sense. And every time I step out my house, there's half a cigarette smoked. Who is in the astral plane, standing outside my yard, spying on me, smoking cigarettes and leaving them on my drive? And the thing is, I swept off my drive, so fuck off. All this bullshit. The neighbour, every time, it doesn't matter what time I get in, but from my nose that I've got on the bed and I've settled down, the drilling starts. Trying to mash up and fuck with my nervous system. Little does you know, when you put me under that immense pressure, and I've got to alchemize from the top, babe, there's no place to go but up. I'm not gonna go back down, am I? If I'm alchemizing from here, I'm not going to start alchemizing from the bottom, am I? Because I've already dealt with all those levels. Because if I can alchemize this, then I'm not going to have any problem alchemizing that. It's like if I've got a master's degree, then I should be able to pass her early years motor assessment. Probably shouldn't even use that example because it's physical instead of intellectual, but you get the point. You know, we don't go down in our school grades, we go up. So I don't understand why people are expecting me to go down grades and not recognize that I'm already like I'm not on your level, baby boy. I'm not on your level, baby girl. Like we are not the same. Please be humble. Just be humble. Because I'm very humble. Because if you knew what I knew, and you knew who I am, and you knew where I'm coming from, and you know what it is to just walk a day in my shoes, you'd give me pardon. You really would. You probably don't know that you would, but I assure you, you really would. You really would. You know what I'm saying? Because this is a different type of war. This is a mental warfare. This is emotional warfare. This is a spiritual warfare, and this is a physical warfare. And there's some people that are getting beat up on one of them rounds. Some of them that are getting beat up on two. Some of them are getting beat up on three. I know that I'm getting beat up on all four and then some. Like where I am right now is blue pill, red pill. Then I created a purple pill. And now I'm observing myself being in the purple pill experience. Observing myself being in the 3D experience. Work that one out. It's like a triple P. I'm in a purple pill, having a triple P experience in a purple P pill dynamic. And what is a purple pill? It means that I've got a full understanding of how the matrix game works now. How to operate inside the matrix. But I've also got an understanding of how to operate in the spiritual realm. Little fucking monitors. Nat. How to operate in the spiritual realm, so I can lock into my astral mind, and I can lock into my celestial body and my ethereal bodies and or whatever, and link up with certain entities, deities, whatever, to tap into certain things to come back down with the codes that I can march through in the physical realm. You get what I'm trying to say? So I can jump between the two. You know how Neo got to that point where he was just moving around in the matrix. They don't need to hide in the shadows no more. They can be on the top level now. In fact, not only on the top level, what we're doing is creating a top level within the level, which is an elite level. Yeah, like the baton, like from Bridgerton, the people that live around the palace. Yeah, the aristocrats, if I pronounce that correctly. Them ones. That's what I'm calling in now. I'm calling for all of those that are stepping in their divine power and are starting to call in their divine inheritance energetically, which means that the currency of money has no choice to come to, because money is not a physical energy. Money is a currency. Money is a frequency. And energy is now the new currency. So if you want currency, you have to elevate your energy. But the only way to elevate your energy is to heal, is to face yourself. One must face themselves. So if people are not prepared to face themselves, then how can we be the same when I'm forever dying? Every day I have multiple deaths daily. And I'm not talking about a little death. I'm talking about an actual physical persona of me dies. And then they go through the caterpillar process. And then all the good and the bad gets mixed up. And we take out all that juicy stuff. And we make butterflies with it. And then we blend them back in ourselves. So we've got the lessons of the caterpillar. And we've got the lessons of the butterfly. And then we've got this higher understanding of what the butterfly and the caterpillar went through their perspectives. And then how those perspectives mesh together to make them mush in the first place. For them to become something completely different. They are not the same. The caterpillar and the butterfly have absolutely nothing in common. In fact, when the caterpillar gets put down to mush, there isn't even a heartbeat left. There's nothing. It's only when it becomes soup do these dormant antibodies or cells become active that start to fuse together to start to create the butterfly. But prior to those cells was on lockdown by the caterpillar's immune system. So there was never any butterfly to begin with. That is next level. And that makes so much sense to me. Because when I went into the madhouse, that's what it was. It felt like a caterpillar butterfly, a phoenix rising situation where when I woke up in that morgue and I was like, Nanny, I'm dead. I was fucking dead, blood. Do you get what I'm trying to say? I was dead, man. I felt the cold table under my bottom. I was naked. I felt the cold ice fucking metal table under my bottom. That's what made me cry, because the realization of the physical experience had set in and created panic. Like, what the fuck? I'm feeling this physically. That means this is happening. It's not in my imagination. I'm having a physical experience. Why? Then they killed me again by fucking... Spirit said lethal injection, because if somebody gives you an injection and you die, it is a lethal injection, but I didn't die. So technically it wasn't lethal. But to somebody else it would have been lethal. So when I'm saying to my son, are you sure you want me to have this? He's telling me, yeah. But really it's not my son, it's my dad. That's got possession of my son's body. If you know, you know. And he's like, yeah. So I was like, my nan had already told me they can't kill me. So she said, let them. So I said, all right then, say, you can juke me with the needle. So they juke me with the needle. Gone again. I don't even know for how long. But then I woke up. They're all surprised. All of a sudden, 3 Masons run into the room. 2 dressed in white. Fucking whatever they got on. And 1 dressed in red. I was thinking to myself, fucking hell, what's she doing in red? What level are they when they wear red cloaks? Because if I had just had that vision of this experience of being in a hospital, on a ward, being assessed for mental health, with my son in the room, and seeing these Masons come in, if I hadn't seen a man in the same similar red gown in a herbal shop in the city centre of Birmingham, buying red fucking candles one day when I was in there, buying my fucking candles too, don't get it twisted. And the man's made sure that he's come right up by me. But I already know who you are, sir. You don't have to make yourself known to me. I know who you are before you even... You get what I'm trying to say? It's okay, sir. Stand back. He's deliberately telling me what he's doing with his fucking candles, but I'm not here to save the day. You go do what you gotta do, because nigga, you will be held accountable, because for some reason you people think that this is gonna go on and on and on and on and on, because it's gone on and on and on and on and on. So for some reason you guys think this is the same as last time, and that you guys are gonna be victorious, and it's gonna be great, and you're gonna live this fuckery again. No. From I saw in 2024, through the ceiling of my room when it opened up as a portal, and I seen my family dancing and celebrating on a different dimensional realm, I could not fucking believe it. These niggas really were spending my money. They're just doing it on a different dimension. Money's getting fucking spent, blood. Don't get it twisted. Most of these people around you going like they got no fucking money. They're still spending your fucking money in this round. But on other rounds, they're living it. As well as in this round, they're living it because they've tapped into certain inheritance that family members left for you. But that's small change compared to what's going on in other dimensions. And for me personally, because I'm a golden child, my money can't blood clot done. 2022, the ancestors showed me how many blood clot planets are packed out with currency. It looks golden, so they look at it like it's gold, but it's not gold. It's just golden light energy. It's golden life force energy. It's one of the highest forms of energy. Do you understand me? So when they're telling me planets and planets and planets, I have to stop now. I have to stop being so nice. I have to stop being so kind. I have to stop being so sweet. I have to stop being so loyal. I have to stop being so devoted. Because all of those things are who I am. Those are the things that was put in the pot when I was being made. Just like Pandora. Those are all my qualities. Those are all my sweet spots. It's not an effort for me to be kind. It's not an effort for me to be nice. People think I'm plastic because I'm like that. I'm like that too often. Too often. You don't realize the beauty and the essence of just being kind. How much Mother Earth rewards you with her beautiful energy and her blessings just because you gave off energy and did something for someone, like a random act of kindness. Are you crazy? You people live in a backhanded fucking shaking mentality, like a nigga's gotta owe you something. A man's gotta be in debt to you. What? What are you talking about? Why does it have to be transactional? Why does somebody have to do something for you or know a secret about you to hold you at ransom to get you to do something? What the fuck? What happened to mankind? Mankind? Clues in the name, nigga. You know, it's a mad thing, blood. So, but then on the flip side, my shadow side is equally as sour and bitter as my sugar and spice side. So I'm really, really, really nice, but I'm also really, 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 really fucking wicked. Probably wicked wouldn't even be the right word, to be fair, because wicked comes with like a vengeance kind of thing. Definitely not wicked, but I'm a big, I carry weight. Does that make sense? Like I talk with authority, like I'm very no nonsense. When I say sit down, that's what I mean, sit down. And that don't matter if it's a big man or a picnic. I'm used to being in positions of leadership. I qualified as a head teacher at the age of 34. Do you know what I mean? And even before that, I had my first business at 21. Like I'm the boss girl. From a little girl, I was the boss. From a little girl, I was telling everybody else what to do, where to line up, how to do the dance moves, what we're gonna do next. That's just who I am. That's one of the things that was put in my makeup. It's not an effort for me. It's effortless. I don't have to try to do it. I just, even when I don't want to fucking do it, I do it. Even when I want to be fucking cracked up in the corner, or the kids are doing something, I'm like, just let them live, just let them make their mistakes. But you know, you can just, yeah, but just let them make their mistakes. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, it's a constant argument. Well, it used to be. Now there's no argument. Let them make their mistakes. You know what I mean? That's what they're here for. I just needed to take a moment of stillness, man. There's a lot going on at the moment. My daughter's moved out. And for the first time since I was 17 years of age, I don't have any responsibility for any children. My oldest son, he lives. He's got his place. My second son, he's got his place. My daughter's now got her place. And my two youngest are with their dad. And I find myself at 44 years of age, for the first time, breathing. Just breathing. Just like, just actually being able to feel my lungs and fill them to capacity. When I gave birth to my first son, first king, I should say, it didn't matter how long I breathed in for after giving birth to him. I couldn't fill my lungs. I couldn't take in enough breath to actually fill up my lungs so my belly expanded. It was just going on and 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 on until I couldn't breathe in no more. But like there weren't no train track left I was like, what the fuck is this? So when I say like for a very, very, very long time, I have felt like I've not been able to breathe in. And now I can honestly say that I actually feel like I'm breathing. But spirit has been taking me through a lot of breath work over the years too. So my breathing has changed and I am a lot more conscious still. And I do a lot of breath work, and a lot of spiritual languages have been downloaded after I've done a breathwork challenge, because it's a fucking challenge. They got me holding my breath. If I said 3 minutes, you'd probably fucking laugh and not believe it, but spirit be going on with some things in here that I didn't even know was possible. I'm gasping for breath. I feel like I'm at my last thing. I'm getting dizzy, like I'm gonna pass out, and spirit's telling me to hold it. Now count from 10. I was ready to pass out 10, 20 seconds before. Now you want me to count to 10. Now they want me to hold it when I get to 1. So I was already at that point. Now I'm at this point. Now they want me to hold it for 1. Now they want me to alchemize from this point. But now they're telling me to lock in to the air bubbles that are hidden in my cells, that I've got oxygen reserves in my body. That's what I need to tap into if I want to breathe. So now I'm learning to go around my body and release air bubbles. So I'm able to stay in that state longer than normal. And then when I do come out, all I want to do is take a deep breath, and they're saying, no, breathe in slowly. So you're like, under control. Why all your body wants to do is suck in air, because you still feel like you're fucking suffocating, because the airflow that you're breathing in is so slow and minimal, and all you want to do is open up your mouth and go but no, you got to alchemize and learn how to alchemize successfully and feel your cellular level going on nuts, because it's been deprived of oxygen, but at the same time it's being taken into another frequency. Crazy, man. Madness, man. Beautiful. So when I'm saying I'm holding my breath, prepared to die, go for a death, we're not the same. Because I'm not the same who I was yesterday. Even to myself, I'm not the same. So how are we the same? I'm not scared of the things that you're scared of. And you're probably not willing to do the things that I'm willing to do. And that's cool. That's cool. But I don't understand why you can't go your way and allow me to go my way. It reminds me when I was at school. When I was at school, I was a bad girl in my first couple of years. And then my mum says to me one day that, you think them friends are going to be your friends forever? You ain't going to know those friends in a couple of years, so you carry on wasting your time. And when she said it to me, it hit me in my chest, and I'll be honest with you, yeah. From a little girl as young as 9, I felt like I was my mum. So there isn't very much things that she says to me, even at that age of like 13, 14, that she says to me that I've actually, taken heed to, or felt the need to take heed to, or had a energetic response that was positive to take heed to. But I did on that particular day. And I was speaking to Spirit, and Spirit was like, it's true word. Yeah, I'm trying to say it is what it is. So what are you going to do? You're going to make a move. And I said, well, yeah, if you're saying to me that it's not TRU, then there's no point in me chilling with people that are not TRU. I'd rather step off on my own blood. So that's what I did the next day. Told him that, I'm out blood. I went and spoke to Mr. Herbert, my maths teacher, who was head of the year. And I said, I want to move sets. Yeah, I'm saying, because at the moment I'm in 7-6. And 7-6 ain't a smart class, if you know your numbers. And I'm like, nah. So he put me in 7-3. So 1, 2, and 3 were the top sets, and 4, 5, and 6 were bottom sets. But obviously, level 3 weren't level 1, was it? But it was cool, because I got the opportunity to show what I could do. But what that did is create friction, because I was no longer running the bad side. Because obviously, like, I like to be spontaneous, and I like to make up things, and I like to have fun, and I like when everybody's laughing. Not like the clown class or nothing like that. Definitely not that, because the teachers would tell me to put the class on the lap, because obviously I'm a head teacher, but my classroom management skills don't play about. I, I started off in education, but I started off in youth offending service first. That's my bread and butter. When I go into those classrooms, whether I'm going into big man prison or little kid prison, doesn't matter. When I get in there, I get it clapping. Because it automatically be, oh, look at her. She's pretty, she's young, we can take the piss. Definitely not. Definitely not. Definitely not. You know what I mean? And they rate it. Because I'm not disrespectful. Definitely not that. I'm not disrespectful, but I will let you know. 100%. But I'll talk the truth to you. You know. So that's what I was doing before education, going in and out of prison, doing work. When I was at uni, I set up an organisation with my stepdad called BEST, Birmingham Ex-Offender Service Team. And I was doing a dissertation on is prison a university of crime for young offenders, meaning when they go in, do they come out knowing more about crime than when they went in? And yeah, they do, basically. But not all negative either, in conclusion. So yeah. I can't remember even why I was even going down that road to tell you that story, to be fair, but obviously, whatever it is, it is. But I'm just saying that my dark side, she's dark. You know what I mean? She's dark in all of the dark, positive, and dark, toxic, but not dark, toxic. So what do I mean by that? You get nasty girls and you get naughty girls. So what's the difference? A nasty girl's nasty. She's on road looking like she's pretty. Her house is dirty. Her underneath's dirty. Her mouth's dirty. Her lifestyle's dirty. But she presents herself like she's all that and a bag of chips. She's nasty. Whereas a naughty girl might go out there and have a little flirtatious, but you ain't coming home with her. She's just being a bit naughty. She's just letting off a bit of steam. Don't take it too seriously. Do you get what I'm trying to say? She'll like to have a little play around in terms of play with you mentally, play with you emotionally. You get what I'm trying to say? Have a little flirt with you, have a little drink with you, let you think that you're getting somewhere, and then just be like, you know what, differently, it's not really about that. You're moving way too fast anyhow. That's not what this is. Enough of them seem to be on that shit, that's why I ain't out there. These girls and guys moving wild blood. Swipe left, what the fuck? What? I've been on 2 dating apps in my life, and both of them were millionaires. Hello. And you might think, oh, okay, well, is that a positive? You know why it's not a negative? One, because I'm not looking any money from any man. I pay my own bills. You get what I'm saying? And I work hard, I grind. You know what I'm saying? I got bits going on. And I work for the Almighty, and the Almighty provides. So I'm not looking for a man to put any cheese on the table. But what a millionaire mindset is a man who knows how to make something. He knows how to create. And it's important as women, because we are natural creators, that we also find men that are manifestors or generators, for fuck's sake. You know what I mean? They can't just be piss takers, because they will just eat off you and eat off you and eat off you, because you're creator. You know what I mean? And if you get with one of those niggas, well, we all know where that goes, innit? Fucking narcissist. They're in candy heaven. Just eating off you. Fucking you. Fucking you, not putting fucking nothing down. Fucking you, breeding you, living with all these fucking kids and still can't put nothing fucking down. Make it make fucking sense. I digress. I've had such a nice couple of days, you know. I've had a lot of work on. I haven't been to bed yet from yesterday, so I should be sleeping right now, to be fair, because I do have a few more bits and bobs to do. But I've got a millionaire right now looking over my shit, because that's how I do my shit. If you rub shoulders with giants, you walk straight. Sorry, but it's real, innit? If you walk shoulders to shoulder with giants, you'll walk fucking straight, mate. I've spent too long bending fucking over, man. And there's no gratitude for it. And my back's hurting right now and I can't be fucking bothered. And it's made me a bit snappy. See, if I come at your fucking neck or your jugular, that's what it is. It's not that. But it could be that, actually, because I am on my cycle right now, actually. But do you think I'm being snappy? Is my energy snappy? Because today, my billionaire mentor says to me on the call today when we was all on there, the three of us, he says that he liked my tonality, that I've got really, really good tonality, that I can kind of talk to people and like just reach these little soft spots inside of them. Just let them know, you know what, baby, I got ya. I got ya. You don't have to worry about a damn thing, man. Got ya. Got ya. The journey is serious, but guess what? I got the cheat code. So he put me on the spot today and he was like, yo, Asherah, alright, I'm your client, yeah. He's gone, oh, hello, Angela. I said, how you hello Angeling me if you're the client? He started laughing. I said, oh, yeah, right, go. So he had a little laugh and then we've gone. And I gave him my little speech. The nigga didn't buy off me. I put him in such a good corner. It was so sweet. Like, in terms of like giving him everything that he needed. That, do you know what I'm saying? Like what he had said, I had something for that. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, if I've got something for it, what's the problem? So he 3 times he told me he wants to go away and think about it. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I put it on him. So he was smiling and he still turned around and said, yeah, I'm still gonna have to think about it. So he gave me some really good feedback and he gave me some really good critique, which I appreciate, man. Gosh. So I've sent him over what I've done. I see what he thinks. I'm running with it anyway, to be fair, but I do appreciate his feedback because if I can make it twice as nice, why not, innit? The Almighty, the way that I work for the Almighty is that it's 10-10 and then some. And I never just do my best. I do my best and then some. You know what I'm saying? I do my blood clot best and then some. And then when I know that I've done my best, I do this up to the Almighty and the ancestors. Because that's our 10-10. Killing it. 10-10 and then some, blood. Yeah, and my kids also know this symbol too, but I won't tell you why they know this symbol, but it's our special symbol too. And it's my special symbol with the ancestors, but they're showing it me right now so I can do it. I remember being in Africa the first time it happened. The moon was out. The moon was as big as, I don't even know what to call it. It felt like you could just reach your 2 arms up and take it out of the sky. I've never been to this part of Africa. I had never been to Africa at all until that point in 2024. So the moon and the stars, I've always heard, like in many countries, they look different than what they look in the UK, but this was next level, man. Like, I'd never seen the moon at that size. And I just saw the ancestors in the moon and a halo around the moon, and I still smiling like, while I'm walking with this fucking demon, you know, because they've sent me to Africa, North Africa, like that, you know, like Tunisia, to slay a dragon. And must have been 3 months prior, they've put a note in my phone to say something, a message to me. So when I get to Africa, they put me on a boat. The ancestors tell me to take a boat. And when I take a boat, I realize this is the boat that I saw in 2022 when my higher self came to me and says to me, you see them the tears that you're crying? Carry on crying them tears. Carry on crying them tears. You see the way that you're alchemizing that beach? That's what's going to get us here. So carry on with your bad self. So when I saw this bitch on the boat drinking champagne, I was like, fuck that, give me champagne. So I'm on this yacht, like, do you know what I mean? But we're in two different alternative realities, but we're able to see into each other's reality, or she came to mine in this 3D reality where I was. You know what I mean? So now that I'm actually in Tunisia and I'm actually lying on this boat, and it's the same blue with the blue that was, Bab, I'm like, what? And then everybody went downstairs and it was just me on this massive yacht. Like it was just my boat. And I was like, what the? This boat was full a minute ago, you know, there's nobody up here, it's just me. So I was able to have a physical experience of a 3D experience I had had the year before. Beautiful. So then when everybody came back up to the boat, the captain says to me, do I want to go down? So I said, as in to go and see the fishes, because it's an open water, like a glass yacht kind of thing in it, so you can see all the, you know, the sea under the boat. So I said, okay then. So no, yeah. So I went downstairs. There's a whole fitted in kitchen, so lovely down there. So when I went down there, I seen it under the sea. There wasn't much going on under the sea, to be fair. So I came back up, and when I came back up, he was like, do I want to drive the boat? Fuck yes. Remember, this is my yacht, you know. So I'm sitting in the captain's seat driving this boat, so he lets me turn the whole boat around. So I'm like figuring, it's teaching me all these buttons and what everything does, and you know what this compass meter thing does and what that does and whatever. And for some reason, parts of it I know already. How weird! Like there's certain things that are just built in us that we know from before. You know what I mean? Like I get it. Like I understood it. Like obviously I turned the boat around, so I must have knew something, because he weren't turning the boat with me. He left me to it. You know what I mean? He just stood up on the side and just like, yeah, cool. And then when I got to the rocks and brought it in, he took it and then wrapped it around so that we could come in, because it's a tight, there's like 100 boats in there. You know what I mean? So then when we parked up, he was like, which one did he ask first? He asked me if he can take me for dinner first. And then he asked me if he can have my number. And I said no. And my ancestor was like, what are you talking about? Say yes. And I was like, no. And they was like, tell him yes. I was like, what the fuck? So I said, okay. I gave him my WhatsApp number. And I got off the boat and I was like, for fuck's sake, man. So I got back. Got on the hotel Wi-Fi and I was like, fucking hell, to my older son. I went out today, went on a boat ride, the fucking captain, whatever. Then it asked me out and the ancestors telling me to go out with him. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And I'm like, what the fuck? But son, I'm all the way here on my own. So guess what? Take my location and just make sure that you know. And he said, Mum, I got ya. You get what I'm trying to say? I know exactly where you are, blah, 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 blah. Just make sure you phone me at this point and phone me on that point. But I get it's a mission. You know what I mean? You're on mission. So I was like, all right then. So while he was on the phone, I checked out the date. Something said check out the date. So when I've gone in my phone, there's a message saved in my phone from however long ago that the ancestors told me to put in, saying, great day to have sex. This is Sunday, imagine. And I'm gonna meet my man on the Monday. And saved in Monday is great day to have sex. Mind you don't get fatter. I'm like, ancestors, you're taking the blood clot piss. Everything is pre-planned already, you know. Everything is pre-planned. That's why some things come as a surprise and some things don't come as a surprise, because I get to see the breadcrumbs along the way too. So I've made sure that I've gone in the tightest, longest pencil leather skirt. Like, I can't even get this bitch down to go toilet. And it definitely don't come up. You know what I mean? So I know, say it's on lockdown. If there's any funny business, it's on. But I know that that's not the type of funny business, because you'd have to cut it open, basically. So anyway, my ancestor's saying to me, stop going on with the stupidness. So he's asked me for dinner on the boat. He's going to cook for me on the boat. So when I get to the boat now, he's saying to me, listen, my brethren's come down and he's on the boat. I've got an apartment up there, right there on the second floor, overlooking the marine harbour, which is so beautiful. Do you want to come upstairs with me? I said, listen, I'm not here for no funny business, yeah? I said, I got a knife in my bag and I'm not afraid to wet you up with it. So you better start laughing. He said, you got a knife in your bag? I said, nigga, I got a knife in my bag, bro. I didn't come here to play, I come here to slay. I'm just letting you know. Because me, if I'm on mission, and I know it's a mission, I don't do the gameplay often. If I'm with a real mission, you know, and it's not a he ha ha, then I'm 100 with it. You know what I mean? Because I know you're on game. Your game is to fuck me. That's all this is about. These fuck niggas is not some of them I've slept with, and a lot of them I have not slept with. But the mission is always to sleep with me. You know what I mean? Because it's the most divine way to get access to the energy within it. You know what I'm saying? As you know, women, be careful of these spiritual men. So, cut a long story short, I was just thinking. I jumped a timeline, and the ending of the bit that I was about to tell you, I can't remember if it was before or after that fucking timeline, because I've jumped somewhere fucking else. So I'm trying to piece back to the last point I remember making on the timeline I was just on, to see if I can get back on that timeline. Where was I on that timeline? Allow it. They already told me twice to allow it. So stubborn. Okay. There was a point that I wanted to make, though. You know, one of them ones. There was actually a point to be made, but it is what it is. I'm not gonna cry over it. It's 107 now, so I for the last two times I've got on here and I've not mentioned anything that I was supposed to fucking get on here and talk, because spirit just be waffling and wobbling. But there's a reason for everything, because I'm not supposed to talk the bits that I want to talk. But I feel like I need to talk about them because everybody else online is now talking about this is what's going on. But I've already been watching that timeline from time, so I already knew what was going on. But everybody else is catching up, if you get what I mean. You know what I'm saying? So because everybody's catching up, I'm thinking, well, shall I mention it now? And Spirit's like, why mention it now? Why mention it now? And that's the thing about me. I don't like to mention things so far in front, because everybody thinks I'm chatting fucking shit for one. Imagine something I said 6 years ago. My daughter's just coming back to me now last month telling me that such a such is telling her such a such. But didn't I tell you that 6 years? Yeah, mom, but when you said it, I just thought it was like, you're just saying what you're saying, but fuck me. Look who's saying it. And it's a thing. Yeah, I'm saying, I'm like, yeah, I get it. I get it that there's a different penny that drops in it. Because it's one thing, because I'm always saying things, and my kids know I'm always saying, like, my kids, they just meet a friend and I'm already telling them about that. Before they meet the fucking person, I'm telling them about the person. So because it's always in advance, like, I'm telling them about themselves when they're 16 and they're 7, and I'm talking to them like, don't you remember we had this conversation already? But I had that conversation with their 16, with his 16-year-old self. But I'm talking to his 7-year-old self. So now I'm telling my 7-year-old, hurry up and grow up. That's how I'm talking. Every year I put another year on them. Like, they just turned 8. Yep. You died nearly now. No, I'm not, Mom. I'm 8. No. You nearly died. Because I knew there's work to do. Spirit's been showing me so far. I knew my son having dreads from before he turned a teenager. I seen him with dreads. Now his dreads are down here, like Bob Marley. But then you don't know whether or not, because you've spoke it out of your mouth, if you make things happen. You know what I mean? So that's why it's not good to say everything and just see how life pans out. But then when it does pan out that way, you're like, but then sometimes you do say stuff. So I says to my son, you're doing this, but guess what? This and this is gonna happen. Nah, definitely not. Nah, it's this, definitely this, it's definitely not that. I said, son, let me tell you something here. I'm telling you that I've seen this and this happening. So I told his nan, and his nan was like, well, if you've seen it, that's what it fucking is, isn't it? Because if you've seen it, that's what it is. I said, yeah, I know, but my man's like, nah, but I guess we'll see. It took 4 years for us to see what fucking happened. Exactly how I said it was. And even though he knew it, he still fucking done it. Well, that one out. Swear down. He's constantly doing that, my second son. He's in that situation right now. I told him, if you carry on doing that, this is going to happen. He carried on doing that, this happened. I said, if this happened, that's going to happen. This happened, so that. Oh, gosh. Come on. Even she's saying to me, I know I shouldn't be talking to you because by rights, you have every right to say to me, you told me so. I said, you know what, baby, it ain't even about that. I wouldn't even, what's the point? It doesn't matter that I told you so. What matters is the choice you made and how quickly you can stand up in that choice. You know what I'm saying? She said, I ain't standing in it right now. I said, well, that's the consequences, isn't it? For choices. That's the consequences for our choices. That's why it's better to make a good choice than it is a bad choice. You know. Alright, on that note then, I'm going to make a choice to eat an apple pie because I'm starving. I'll catch you on the next one. Hopefully, I will actually talk about one of the bumper-clot-rotted topics that I came on here to talk about, but at the same time, it is what it is, isn't it? Don't watch my channel if you don't want to hear me rant. I've been saying to Spirit, why do you want me to go online? I ain't got nothing to say. Spirit's like, you. When I get on here, I can't shut up. I've had to limit myself to fucking 100 minutes because I've been on here for 3 hours. I'm like, huh? Time just goes. And then I listen back to it for another 3 hours. I'm like, what the fuck? But before I know it, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. And I feel like I've been sitting there for 10 minutes, sorry. It's like a time. Anyway. Catch you on the next one.